guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering why this angle is weird right now, little Miss Allie is currently eating. She is on the boobie. So I'm kind of having to tape kind of weird, but you know what? I'm rolling with it because I've been trying to film this video for about 2 weeks now. So here it is, my 1 month postpartum update for me and little Miss. If you're curious to see how we've been doing, we'll talk about anxiety, we'll talk about transitioning home, we'll talk about postpartum body-wise. Stay tuned. First thing I'm going to talk about is little Miss, and when she's done eating, I will show you guys what she looks like. She is doing very well. She reached her, so when she was born, she was 9 pounds 13 ounces. And by her 2-week checkup, she was already 10.6, so she already surpassed her birth weight in less than 2 weeks, which I am very impressed with. Now we're almost 5 weeks, so I guarantee she's probably over 11 pounds at this point. She's getting big. She's a big girl. But health-wise, she's doing wonderful. She is sleeping in usually the first stretch at night. We usually try to put her down around 9, and she'll sleep till usually like 2:30, 3. So sleep-wise, everything's going pretty good. I feed her, put her right back down, and she'll sleep again for, 3-hour chunks after that until about 9, and then she's awake for like an hour, and then the whole day starts. But she started her first leap. I have the Wonder Weeks app, and I've been following that pretty religiously, but this is like the first one. So I could tell a little bit that she gets a little bit grumpier during the day. Mainly breastfeeding. So we do give a bottle of formula once before bed. And the reason I do that is because she's sleeping so good at night that I find that she's cluster feeding a lot more during the day. And I'm assuming like to get, she needs to eat because she hasn't eaten barely at all night, maybe once or twice throughout the night. And well, twice, 2 or 3 times. So I find she's eating a lot more during the day to like make up for not eating at night. And she's been a little fussy the last few days, and I'm assuming that's because she started the leap. And my husband is a damn baby whisperer, you guys. Like, she's really fussy on me. I think maybe just because she smells me or something or wants to like eat. But when my husband holds her, she goes like right to sleep. It is insane. But we are surviving. We're doing good. Another little fun fact about Allie, she doesn't take a pacifier. Like, she's taken one like once a week since she's been born. And that was sent to us. We have pacifiers, but she liked the Wubbanub. That's one she's taken a few times. And that was sent to me by a wonderful subscriber, Danny, my friend. We've become very close, and she is wonderful. So thank you, Danny, again. Another update. I had to write everything down, you guys, because mom brain is a real. Oh, so she basically skipped all of the newborn clothes and newborn diapers. She was in them for not even a week, and now she is already outgrowing 3-month clothes, and she's just a little tank, this one. She's adorable though, you guys. Like, honestly, baby-wise, she's a dream. And I don't even want to like talk too much about it because I feel like I'll jinx it. But, oh, Lucy's here. Finley was the same way as a baby. Like, just slept great. And yeah, like I really couldn't ask for more. Like, she does wake up a couple times a night, but she's a month old. Like, what is there to expect? But anyway, she is doing wonderfully, you guys, and I'll do updates individual from her probably going forward, but there's not too much going on right now. But overall, everything's good with Allie. Next, I'm gonna update about me. So since having the baby, since having Allie, I have lost over 20 pounds. I did gain almost 20 pounds in the pregnancy, actually. And I'm under my pre-pregnancy weight by like 5 pounds right now, so that's exciting. But yeah, I'm not like, I haven't really done anything to try to lose weight. I've just been breastfeeding, and I hear that helps. But I'm gonna start working out here in the next week. My 6-week postpartum appointment with my OB is next Thursday, so once I'm in the clear for that, I'm gonna start working out. I'm actually really motivated, and it's probably just because I actually do sleep in chunks at night, so that's been nice. But yes, so everything is good there. When it comes to healing wise and postpartum things, I actually bled a lot longer than I did with Finley. It was almost 3 weeks, like probably just over 3 weeks. And that was frustrating. Like it would stop and then it would come back the next day. And I think maybe I was pushing myself a little too hard. I'm not sure, but yeah, overall though, like healing wise, it's been awesome. I feel completely back to normal and we're almost at 5 weeks right now. So fully expecting good news when I go to the doctor's next week. But yeah, it really hasn't been bad. And honestly, like the postpartum, like cramping or like when the uterus is contracting, wasn't that bad this time around. Like in the hospital, the first day or two, I felt it, but honestly, I didn't have to take any ibuprofen coming home, or, you know, the only thing I'm taking is prenatal. The whole poop situation, that was fun. I was terrified the first time, rightly so. If you guys have had babies, you know that's probably one of the scariest things about having a baby postpartum wise is that, and everything is back to normal after about the first week, so we're good to go on that. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the transition from 1 kid to 2. Now, I honestly thought that this is going to be like a really crazy ordeal, and it has not been. Like, we have transitioned as a family very well, and the dog is doing really well with the transition. The cat's doing well with the transition. Finley took him about a week. He would look at her, but he didn't want to hold her, didn't want to touch her, you know, nothing like that. And then one day he brought me the boppy pillow and he was like, hold sister. And I was like, what? And he held Allie, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And if I can, I'll try to insert that clip of him holding his sister for the first time. It was adorable. But overall, he's obsessed with her, really. Like, he loves to talk to her. He loves to kiss her. He says smooch, and he's always like, sweet girl. He calls her sweet girl. And it's completely adorable, honestly. But overall, the transition has not been anything what I expected it to be. I was fully expecting it to be this like crazy ordeal. Overall, Finley's a little bit more needy, I would say, more towards Justin because he's been home a lot the last month, and which is totally out of the norm for our family. So I think maybe that's why. So they're actually right now, they're gonna go get a donut for a little treat right now. So that's where they're at, and that's how I'm able to film this right now. She's still eating. One thing that's been a little bit tough when it comes to the animals is Noodle, our kitty, has really taken kindly to Miss Allie sleeping at night. And we had to take the base off of the Halo bassinet and put it on top of the dresser. My husband he came up with this genius idea, and it actually has been working. But what he was doing was clawing at the side of the bassinet, and that was getting kind of frustrating because it would wake her up, and she's a pretty good sleeper. So for her to like sleep those long stretches and then for the cat to wake that up or to mess that up, I was getting a little grumpy, and it was breaking my sleep up because I was getting anxious, and like I didn't want the cat to jump into the bassinet with her and like smother her or something. Like, I don't know. But if you guys have cats and have had newborns and had curious kitties, let me know what you did to try and deter the cat from jumping in the bassinet or the crib, because we're going to be putting the crib together, I think, here pretty soon, just because she sleeps so good in the bassinet. And I think we should just do it right away. I think it'd be helpful for us. Finley was in the crib within a month and a half of being born, and he did good. So the last thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to the last month, postpartum wise, is postpartum anxiety. Now, I haven't been officially diagnosed with this, as I haven't had my 6-week checkup yet. However, I will be talking to my doctor about it. I think in general, everyone has anxiety. Everyone is anxious about something here or there, but I think that this is over the normal amount of anxiety I should be having. And it's not just like anxiousness in general. I mean, yes, I'm anxious in general. That's just how I am since becoming a mom, but it's different. Like, I find myself really short-tempered, especially Finley. Like, my patience with Finley a lot of the time is like I have none, and I don't like that at all. I don't like being short with him. It bugs me a lot, and I reflect on that at night, and I feel terrible. And I notice, like, just like another sign I've been noticing is like OCD. And I get pretty OCD about things that probably seem really silly. I had to take a break there for a second, you guys. My husband texted me asking me if I wanted iced coffee. Yes, I do. But anyway, so back to the OCD. For bed, I like to make the couch and just put the pillows back. I take the diaper caddy and the pillow over in our room and just kind of like get the night settled and wind down. And when I'm doing that, and if someone gets interrupted and I can't do it and I have to like leave dishes in the sink, me and Justin are big about doing the dishes every night. Like we do the dishes every night and we wipe up the kitchen. It just like you wake up the next day and it's just like a fresh start to the day. And I've noticed like with this whole anxiety thing and just even while I was pregnant and everything, as I was saying, we clean up the kitchen every night. It just helps like when you wake up and you just feel good when the dishes are done. Like that's just how we do it. And so every night I like to just put the pillows back on the couch, nice, fold the blankets, nothing crazy. But if I find myself, if I don't get those things done, or if they're not done the way that I feel that they should be done, which sounds so crazy, you guys, like I really stress out and it makes me a very anxious individual. And I don't like that. I mean, more so before kids, I was such a chill, like out of me and Justin, I was the calm, chill individual. And I have noticed in the last month, tables have turned. Justin has way more patience than I do. He takes on a lot more around the house and all of that. So it's tough, honestly. And I never have taken any sort of prescription medicine before. I mean, besides like birth control, but I am fully okay with asking for it going forward, because while I would love to take like CBD or something like that, I'm not sure, like a lot of tests haven't been done when it comes to like breastfeeding, and I am basically exclusively breastfeeding her. So I don't know, like I just don't feel 100% okay with it. And obviously it would be no THC or anything like that, but until I research that a little bit more, we'll see. But yeah, I am fully okay with asking for medicine if she will give it to me, and I'd like to see how I feel on it. But I just don't like the snapping. I snap, especially at Finley, and my patience is just, you know, there's a lot of things that I didn't know that could be anxiety that you wouldn't think, like the OCD and those kind of things. And now that I am aware of that, I'm gonna talk to my doctor and see what she thinks. And maybe she'll suggest therapy, or maybe, I actually did do some research and I did read that they did a study, and the women who had been diagnosed with postpartum anxiety started working out and going to the gym, and 60% of those women like went into like remission with their anxiety from working out only after a week, because of all those happy endorphins that come flowing into your body. And that is the plan next week. So hopefully that does help, because if that helps and I don't need to be on medicine, I would prefer that, obviously. But yes, we will see. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'm gonna do a 6-week postpartum update as well too. So I will let you know how that goes. Well, you guys, little girl is still eating. I will insert a picture of little miss because I'm not interrupting this right now. I will insert that right now. This is my sweet little baby angel, Allie. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you guys have had similar experiences to anything I've talked about or any of that, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. I will be doing more updates going forward. I'll probably do monthly updates with her. But yeah, that is where I'm at right now. Overall, I would say the anxiety issue is probably about 50-50 of the time. Today's a really good day though. I have been in a great mood. My mood has not sucked, which has been awesome. But yeah, so overall, we're doing really well. I couldn't have really asked for better, and you know, definitely doing good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my 1-month postpartum update. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.